it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Zoo Console Edition video. Welcome back to Eden Gardens Zoological Park. In the last episode, we finished off this elephant enclosure, and they absolutely love it. They are so happy in here. Look at that one there, having a good old swim. This elephant enclosure is available on the workshop, so it will be available to all PlayStation and Xbox users. So if you want to use this enclosure in your own zoos, feel free. It's there for you to use, so I hope you enjoy it. In today's episode, I think we'll make a start on the lemur enclosure. But before we do that, I think we'll go for a tour of the zoo as it is right now in first person mode, because I think we're coming up to the midpoint part of this series and of this zoo. So I think it's a perfect time to take stock of where we are and have a look around the entire zoo in first person mode. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Right, so here we are in the zoo. We're just coming out of the entrance tunnel, and let's go and have a look at the crocs on the right. But before we do that, it's probably a good idea to show people how you can actually do this, because I don't think a lot of people know how to do it. So the third option down in the camera modes is the Explorer mode. You place where you want to go, and then you're in first person mode. You can just go and walk around your zoo and pretend that you're a guest. That's what we've done today. We haven't paid for a ticket because we're VIP, of course. Let's have a look at the elephants. I believe we've now got 4. So we put in a new female in the last episode and they have bred. So we have now got the 4 crocs in here, but I can only see the one that's just over there. I can't see any others. They must be around the back of the enclosure somewhere. Let's go and have a look at the wolves. It's nice walking around as a guest. It's the first time I've done this myself. I haven't done this off camera before, so exploring the zoo in first person mode, this is the first time I'm experiencing it myself. We can do it together. That sounds a little bit weird. Buy me dinner first, at least. Then I've completely lost my train of thought now. Yes, this is the first time I'm exploring the zoo in first person, okay? Right, anyway, let's get back on track. Filthy minds, all of you. I didn't know the gorilla head actually turns like that. Go figure. I didn't know it did that. Well, you learn something new every day. You may have noticed that all of the terrain around the back of the park has now all been raised. It looks awful right now, but trust me, I've got a plan. I have done that for a reason, and I think the entire back of the zoo will be all raised up looking down over this. So all of these signs are all floating in the air right now. Just ignore that. Just roll with it. Just pretend that hasn't happened. And then let's have a look at the prairie dogs. Excuse me, sir. Move your head out the way. There's so many people. There we go. And let's have a look at these. And oh, we've just climbed the fence. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? They're adorable. They're so tiny. But right, the zoo is so busy, and touch wood and fingers crossed, so far I haven't had any lag problems. I am seeing so many people experiencing lag problems on the PS5 with Planet Zoo, and regardless of the percentage, people on 5, even 6% are having lag problems. Even my wife and my son, who both play the game also, are experiencing problems with lag. Hopefully this is something that can get addressed as a matter of priority by Frontier, because of course this is a big problem and a little part of me is expecting it to happen in this zoo at some point. And if it does start happening, of course the videos may have to slow down until it gets addressed, but hopefully for now we can keep going without any problems. Right, anyway, I'm supposed to be giving a guided tour of this zoo, and I'm doing a terrible job. I'm very sorry. So we've got the otters over here just going for a swim. I think the otters are my favourite. I don't know, all of the animals in the zoo are my favourite. Every time I see a new animal, I'm like, that's my favourite. No, that's my favourite. I just love them all so much. And then we've got the free-roaming peafowls over here. Where is one? There's one. So we've got the female peafowl just like, oh, we've got some babies following a look. Oh, they're following their mummy. Oh, excuse me, people. Move out the way, peasants. There we go. Oh, look. Oh, they're so cute as well. And there's the dad. Oh, they're just all moving together. I love the animations in this game and the behavior of the animals in this game and how certain animals will all like move together in a herd. I'm trying my hardest to not do a Jurassic Park quote again and say again, they do move in herds. I won't do it. I must refrain. But on the left over here, we've got the warthogs. So are we be able to get a good view from over here? There's just so many people. Can we find a space in the crowd so we can go over and have a look at them? There we go. So we've got the albino female warthog just there, just having a lunch. And let's head on over towards the reptile house. This is such a strange feeling walking around your own zoo from a guest's perspective. And it does allow you to see your zoo from that different perspective. You may see things maybe that you think could be improved, or maybe some little mistakes that you've made. I've already noticed a couple myself in this zoo that I can come back and address. Are we going to be able to see any of these salamanders? They're so tiny. Oh, I think, yeah, there's one. Look, right in the center of the log right there. They're so small and difficult to see. Not like the iguanas that are absolutely massive. Probably the easiest one to find. There's one just over the other side right there. I think the newts and the iguanas are my favorite exhibit animals. They're so highly detailed, them iguanas. And let's go over and have a look at the caimans. So we're down to 11 caimans now. I'm just waiting for the first batch of babies to grow up so we can sell them 7, so we can release them 7 to the wild, and then that final 7, then we'll just let them just age up and we'll keep them, because I think 7 should be absolutely fine. Because how many can you see in that one shot alone? What, 4, 5, 6? Something like that. There's so many of them. And then we've got the newts in here. I doubt we'll be able to see any of the newts because they're so small. I'm not sure why the water does that. When you kind of step back, it goes all clear. And then when you get close, it kind of goes all green. Maybe just a little bit of a patch with that might be quite nice as well. It just seems to be this one exhibit only, and it seems to be the only water in the game that does that. We've got one of the American bullfrogs just sat up on the rock there. And then just over here, we've got the Nile monitors. And we've also had a big offspring of these. I think we're up to 11 of these right now, so we need to put these on contraceptives, but the space requirement isn't a problem. They're quite happy with 11 of them in here. A couple more enrichment items in there also, just to take them up to the 100%. And then over here we have got the rattlesnakes. Can we see one anywhere? Oh, there's one on the tree branch just there, look. I like how they interact with the items that you put inside the exhibit. So, of course, when you research the exhibit animals, you will unlock more things to put in there, and they will interact with them. We've got one of the death adders just on the rock, and then we've got the scorpion just down there. And let's go and have a quick look upstairs, and we'll have a look at the 2 snakes up there, and then the Gila monster and the centipede, and then we'll go and have a look at the elephant. Tripping over my own words. The elephant enclosure that I've done quite a lot of work on in between episodes. I've added a lot more. I've done all of the staff room, so we'll go and have a look at that in a moment. Where is this boa constrictor? Whereabouts is it? Ah, there it is, on the tree branch there, look. So there is 2 in there. I couldn't see the second one. And then we've got the 2 yellow anacondas in here. So there's one on that branch just there, and then the other one further back. And let's have a look out over here, because we haven't actually looked out since we've decorated it all. It looks a lot better than the last time we looked out of that window. And let's head over here and have a look down at the caimans. Now, you may be wondering, Matty, why are you doing this? Why are you doing a first-person tour of your park? It feels like you're killing time, so to speak. And do you know what? You would be right in that guess. I am trying to kill time, because in doing all of the terrain, I spent all the money the zoo had, and I went down to £2,000, and we can't afford to do anything right now. And I didn't want to film and play time off camera, because we're expecting an elephant calf. and I really want to capture it in today's video, so I needed to progress time but still record at the same time. So that's why we're killing time, all right? That's why we're going for a tour of the zoo. It wasn't to show you all what I've done so far. Ignore everything I've said so far. It was to kill time so we can save up some money, all right? Just pretend that we're going for a beautiful tour of the zoo, okay? Right, anyway, new stuff. So I've decorated all of down here, just putting some foliage down, putting some of the rocks down. Of course, we will be putting the train coming around here and then having the hippos and the cranes in that centre lake over there. So that is a future plan. I think I might even do that after the lemurs. But then as we start heading over towards the elephant enclosure, we've got a plant there with just a little bit of seating. I've decorated all of the backstage area over here. It's a backstage area. It's nothing exciting. You don't need to see it. It's fine. So let's come back out of here. And oh, that was Jonathan. Jonathan! There you go. That's what Jonathan looks like, everybody. You've heard him. You know the man. You know the myth. You know the legend. Now you've actually seen what he looks like. Right, so we've got the African elephant sign there. I am doing a lot of waffling in this episode. I really am. I'm tripping over my own words. I'm waffling loads. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because it's late and I'm filming. That's why. So we've decorated a lot more of this elephant enclosure. We've got the Shall we try that again? We have got the seashell wall decorative piece. So I went around the elephant enclosure doing that. This episode is just absolutely falling apart. Embrace the chaos, okay? But yeah, I thought that made a really nice decorative trim on the wall. So I added that going all the way around. I finished off the fence going all the way around. And then up here, I thought this is where we will put the walk-in lemur enclosure that will look out over the elephant enclosure. But I'm not going to make it an actual walkthrough experience where guests can walk through next to the lemurs, because I've watched a lot of other content creators. Oh, there's a mistake there. I'd better make sure I fix that. Watching other content creators, I have noticed that guests go in there, they chuck their litter down, and the caretakers won't go in and clean it up, so it counts as rubbish in there and just brings the happiness down. And despite the fact that the lemurs are confident with guests in the enclosure, they do get stressed after they have babies. So I'd rather just avoid that. So we'll do a walk-through experience where they can walk through, but you'll be able to see the lemurs going around you rather than the guests actually being in the enclosure itself. So we've got plenty of money now. We're back up to 20,000 again. We do have a couple of power issues. So when I moved this building and sorted the terrain out, I deleted the electric power source and then forgot to put it back down. So we'll get that back down again. I think we're just going to have to put it back over here, because I can't think where else it's going to go. And then I'll just tidy this up later on. So we'll turn that around. Oh, it's making a bit of a mess of the path, isn't it? Can we just drop that down a little bit? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Right, I can tidy that up. That shouldn't be a problem. So there you go. We'll place that just there. And why is that not turning on? Is it blocked by the trees or something? No, it's because I was paused. Okay, right. Anyway, moving on. I told you this episode was falling apart, didn't I? So we've got the one guest in the park at the moment who's going to have a look at the Gila monsters. And look at that welfare. The exhibit is not cleaned again. Clearly, 2 keepers is not enough to keep on top of the jobs inside that reptile house. We're just going to have to hire a 3rd one. I didn't want to have to do that, but we're going to have to, because 2 just isn't keeping up with the demand of the 11 exhibits and the 2 enclosures as well. So we'll hire a 3rd keeper to keep on top of that. But there is all of the changes that I made to the elephant enclosure. So if you want to go and download that, then feel free to use that in your zoos as well. Right, let's make a start on this lemur exhibit. So we'll smooth out the terrain so we can get the path coming up there. We're not going to be able to use the roof tile pieces, so we're going to have to come up with a different idea of how we're going to tidy that up and make it look a lot more presentable than what it is right now. But we'll get the path right there, and then what we'll do is we'll place the invisible barrier just going all the way around where I want this to go. So we'll put that going over the path as it comes back around. We'll make sure that the angle snap is turned on. We'll bring that all the way down around here and then back over there. And then using this mesh fence, we'll use this as the habitat border. It shocked me how many pieces this actually took to do. It was over 200 mesh fence pieces in the end, but we're just finishing off the roof, going around the entire thing, and then let's just make sure that it's all done. It appears to be, and the guests will be able to walk inside there. So let's get that habitat barrier back in again. We'll line that up perfectly to the side so we can get the habitat gate just lined up beautifully right there in the center, and then we can delete that piece and we'll put a door going over the top of that. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different with this enclosure, and I'm going to put the hard shelter on the outside above the staff facilities. So we'll build another set of staff facilities over here, and then the hard shelter will go over the top of them facilities in these little cubicles at the back of the enclosure. We just need to put the bedding inside these little hard shelters. The extra large one was a little bit too big and was sticking out the side, so I had to just reduce the size of them and go with a medium one instead. My big concern with building for the lemurs is I know how difficult it can be to keep them all contained. I've built 4 lemurs on the Steam Deck version of Planet Zoo in the past, and it was a nightmare. They just kept escaping, and trying to keep them contained was so difficult. So hopefully this enclosure will work. Let's put the staff path down, and I think we will get the lemurs in right now, and we'll see if this is secure or not. That is it for the building for today. I know we had a lot of time lapses in the last episode, so I'm not going to subject you all to that once again. So let's get one of the black and white ruffed lemurs, and I think we're going to put all 3 species in this one enclosure. So we'll put the minimum requirements in for now. So we only need 2 of these. So let's grab that male using 81 conservation points that had good genetics, and both of the females. Oh, that's yeah. Neither of them were very good, were they? Let's be honest. I think we'll go with that one. Neither of them were very good. And let's swap to the red ruffed lemur. And how many of these guys do we need? So we need 3 of them. So we'll get 2 females. We'll get both of them females. And we'll get one of the males. Which one is the better one? Again, neither of them were very good, but I think that second one down was the better one of the 2. And then finally, we'll swap to the ring-tailed lemur. And how many of these do we need? So 3 of them as well. So again, we'll go with 2 females and 1 male. I imagine, oh, that one's really good. Yeah, we'll grab that one straight away. And let's send all of them to the zoo. And because we haven't got a trade centre anywhere close by, I imagine this is going to take a while. We've got a peafowl that's about to inbreed, so let's make sure. Yeah, that's on contraceptives. I noticed that as I was doing the building, and I chucked some contraceptives on it quickly to stop that from happening. So hopefully that has rectified it, rather than me having to trade it out to the zoo. We've got some research done. That's the habitats done. So Leopoldo, you can go on. Just finish off the New World theme. Let's get that done, shall we? Right. And whereabouts are these lemurs? They're going to be miles away, aren't they? They'll be absolutely miles away. Let's just move these out the way whilst we're waiting. There we go. We'll just pop them over there just for now. And whereabouts are they? Oh, they're miles away. Oh, the crocodiles just had some more offspring again. Fantastic. Right, let's speed up time for a second. Come on, hurry up. Chop, 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 chop. And there we go. Oh, right. Okay, so the inspector's just left and... Oh, the elephant's expecting babies. Oh, no, we've got too many things happening all at once. Right, the inspector report. The otters and the caiman's only a 3-star. That's because there's just too many of them. But 5-star on the cleanliness and 5-star on the education facilities. And we're also expecting the elephants. Oh no, we've got too much happening all at once. Right, let's get the lemur in there quickly and then we'll jump over there. And if we... Oh, I don't want to miss the lemurs going in, but I also don't want to miss the birth of this elephant at the same time. Decisions. If we pause the game, then we can go over. Hopefully one of the lemurs will be in there now, and we can just see if you can escape. If you can't escape, we can then unpause the game. Come on, fingers crossed. And you can't escape. Oh, fantastic. I was not expecting that. I must admit, I was expecting them to be able to escape from at least one area, but no, it looks like we've got them secure. Brilliant. So in the next episode, we will come back and we will get this all decorated. We'll get that welfare up to the top. We'll do loads of climbing. Yeah, we'll tackle all of that in the next episode, so I'll look forward to that. So let's go and have a look at this. Oh, I am so excited. So I had a elephant calf in the career mode, and oh, it was the best moment of the game so far. So I am so excited for this. Come on, mummy elephant. She's covered in scars. Oh, bless her. Right, come on. Come on. Come on. Have the baby. Oh. That's not the baby. That's just a giant turd. Oh, that reminds me. I've got some Maltesers in the fridge that I'm going to get later on. Oh, right. Don't have the baby now because you might drop the baby on the poop. Don't do that. Move away from the poop. Sidestep. Get away from there before you have your baby, please. There's a keeper just over there. Come and hoover that up, please. Before mummy has the baby. There he goes. Wow, look at that hoover. Wow, that was a powerful hoover. I want me one of them. Right, come on. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, look. Oh, it's adorable. Is it a he or is it a she? Oh, we'll have a look in a second. I just want to admire it. It's a male and it's a gold. Oh, brilliant. That's amazing. So we've got a gold male baby elephant. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, I love him so much. And I think we are going to rename this animal. It's the first animal in the zoo we have named so far. And I'm going to call this baby elephant Welfare. Welfare is my partner on the channel. He has helped me so much this last few years. He is my best friend in the entire community. And tragically, he lost his dad a couple of days ago. I don't even know what to say. My thoughts and prayers are with you right now. There's nothing I can say. So I'm going to name this baby Welfare just to show that I'm thinking about you. I miss you. I love you, man. And that's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. But there we go. There is today's episode. So we made a start on the Lemur Enclosure. We will come back in the next episode. We'll get all of this done. We'll get it all decorated. And then after that, I think we will move on back over to the other side where we will start on the hippos and the cranes and get all of that central wood feature done. So I'm going to be back in a couple of days with that. Until then, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and see you all in a couple of days. Bye, everybody!